But let us be honest, it's not always easy. We live in a world filled with distractions, busyness, and selfishness. My dear brothers and sisters, in today's gospel passage from the Gospel of Matthew, it challenges us to reflect on the essence of our faith and how it translates into our daily lives. Jesus presents a powerful image of the final judgment where he separates the righteous from the unrighteous, likening it to a shepherd who separates sheep from goats. But notice the criteria of this separation. It isn't based on outward appearances or religious rituals. It's about how we treat one another, especially the marginalized and the vulnerable among us. Jesus makes it clear that when we feed the hungry, give drink to the thirsty, welcome the stranger, clothe the naked, and visit the sick and imprisoned, we are doing it for him. In other words, our faith is not merely a set of beliefs or practices. It is a way of living and loving. It is about recognizing the presence of Christ in every person we encounter, especially in those who are suffering or in need. It is about extending a hand of compassion, a word of encouragement, a heart of empathy to those around us. But let us be honest, it's not always easy. We live in a world filled with distractions, busyness, and selfishness. It is tempting to turn a blind eye to the needs of others, to prioritize our own comfort and convenience over the well-being of those who are struggling. Yet, Jesus reminds us that our ultimate destiny depends on how we respond to the needs of our neighbor. He identifies himself with the least among us, teaching us that every act of kindness, no matter how small, is an act of love towards him. So, as we reflect on this passage, let us ask ourselves, how can we better live out our faith in our daily lives? How can we be more attentive to the needs of those around us? How can we become true disciples of Christ, embodying his love and compassion in our words and our deeds? As we journey through this season of Lent, let us strive to answer these questions. May we find the courage and grace to be like the sheep in today's gospel, actively caring for the least of our brothers and sisters, and in doing so, encountering the face of Christ in our midst. May God bless all of us. Amen.